My daughter-in-law announced at Thanksgiving dinner that I was too old and confused to be trusted with my own grandchildren, and that's when I decided to show her exactly how sharp this old woman could be. Rebecca married my son Mark 12 years ago and made it clear she considered me an outdated inconvenience. Over the years, she systematically reduced my role in my grandchildren's lives, claiming I was out of touch with modern parenting. I bit my tongue through countless slights. When Sophie asked why Grandma couldn't pick her up from school, Rebecca said I was getting forgetful. When Jake wanted to spend weekends at my house, Rebecca said I was too set in my ways. I had raised 4 children successfully and maintained my independence at 75. But Rebecca painted me as a doddering old woman who couldn't be trusted. Last Thanksgiving, I brought my famous apple pie. Rebecca wrinkled her nose, announced they were eating healthier now, and pushed my pie aside for her store-bought dessert. Then came the conversation that changed everything. Rebecca was discussing hiring a nanny for after-school care. When Mark's brother suggested I could help, Rebecca laughed dismissively. "Oh no, Mom is getting too old and confused to be trusted with the kids. We can't risk having someone unreliable watching them." The room fell silent. Mark said nothing to defend me. I felt humiliated, but instead of retreating, something inside me snapped into focus. The next morning, I called my attorney and updated my will, removing the generous college funds I had planned for Sophie and Jake. Instead, I designated that money for a scholarship program at the local elementary school. I also booked a 3-month European cruise. When Mark asked about my travel plans, I cheerfully explained that since I was too unreliable for babysitting, I might as well be unreliable in more exciting ways. Meanwhile, Rebecca's expensive nanny quit after 2 weeks. Suddenly, the confused grandmother didn't seem so inadequate. Mark called several times, hinting they could use my help. I politely explained I had made other commitments. Recently, Rebecca has begun making overtures toward reconciliation, probably realizing that alienating the children's grandmother wasn't convenient. But I learned something important. Respect cannot be demanded, but it can certainly be withdrawn. At 75, I discovered that being underestimated doesn't diminish your worth unless you allow it to.